What's up, guys? It's me, Brother Matthew, and I'm back with you today with another story to encourage. Today's story comes from a radio story that I heard years ago, and it's short, but it was so great that it just stuck with me for all these years. The story goes that there was this lady who had been inviting this other lady she knew that happened to be addicted to meth. She'd been inviting in her church over and over again. And one Sunday, she finally decided to come. Well, she walks in, and you can imagine the scene, but she comes in and sits down beside her friend, and the preacher is speaking on Jesus calling the disciples. And she says she recalls that she kept looking over at her friend, and she was just sitting on the edge of her seat, glued to the preacher, so hung on every word that he was saying. And she said that towards the end of the service, her friend looks over her with just the biggest eyes and says, "Jesus has a thing for losers, doesn't he?" And that phrase has stuck with me for forever. And I love that story. As simple as it is, it's so powerful because Jesus does have a thing for losers. Because the truth is that sometimes, even though we can feel like we're doing good in life, we've got things going for us, we're good at this, we're good at that, we've accomplished this or accomplished that. The truth is, in light of who God is, in light of how great God is, we're all losers. We're all mess ups. And if we were really honest, if we took a deep look into our lives, there would be things that we would say, yeah, that makes me feel like a loser. In John chapter 3, we see Peter and John, and they are at the temple, and they heal this beggar there, and or through God's power they heal him, and that draws attention, as miracles usually do. It draws attention, and as the people gather around, Peter and John realize an opportunity here, and Peter begins preaching to them the gospel message of Jesus Christ. And the religious leaders hate that. They always do. They hate it. And so they arrested Peter and John, and they bring them in, and actually they throw them in jail for the night. But they brought them in before the council. And while they were in the council, Peter again really begins to draw out the gospel message. And when he finished speaking, John chapter 4, verse 13 says this: "The members of the council were amazed when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, for they could see that they were ordinary men with no special training in the scriptures. They also recognized them as men who had been with Jesus." The scripture says that they were ordinary. The scriptures say that the council members realized that they were just ordinary men, that they had no special training. But what was the difference maker? They realized that they had been with Jesus. When we spend our lives with Jesus, when we trust in Him, when He is the ruler of our lives, it makes a difference. People see that. They took notice of Peter and John simply because they had been with Jesus. Guys, let me encourage you right here, right now, where you are in your life. Let God use you. Let people see the light of Jesus in your life. Let them look at your life and let them say, wow, these are ordinary teenagers, but something's different about them. And let that thing be Jesus. I love you guys. I hope you're encouraged. I'll see you later.